Hi, boys and girls. Nice to meet you here. Welcome to my class. Well, the course is about the English listening and speaking for sailor. And the topic of Unit 5 is structured part of ship. Now let's begin our class. Today we will learn Lesson 1, names of structured part of ship. First of all, we should know our teaching aid. After we finish the lesson, we should be able to know the useful words and expressions about main part of a ship. Tell some names of structured part of ship according to the picture and can communicate with the crew when describe the places on board. The contents consist of 4 parts. The first one is the leading. The second one is the vocabulary study, and the third one is dialogue study, and the last one is summary. After learning this unit, you are required to finish the following text. A sailor of a ship could communicate with the third ship about the place of mast room, bridge, deck, office. Now I will show you a video. There's a question. Can you speak out some terms about the structured part of a ship from the video? Let's see the movie.
Let's stay focused on this particular ship. So let's start with the absolute basics. The first thing you need to know about ships is that everything on a ship has a different name. You don't call a kitchen a kitchen. You actually call it a galley. The place where you live is not a room, it's a cabin. You don't have floors on a boat, you have decks. And if you're facing forward, the left side of the ship is called the port side, and the right side is called the starboard side. You don't call the back end of the ship the back, you call it the aft or the stern. You don't call the front, you call it the fore or the bow. A lot of people that I've worked with in the past, they actually just say to people who are just starting off on boats, this is the pointy bit, and the other bit is the flat bit, and that would be the back of the ship, or as I say, the stern or the aft. The main structure of the ship is the hull. That can be considered the skin of the ship. It's what stops the water getting into the ship. At the aft end of the vessel, we have 2 rudders, and the rudders allow us to steer the vessel. And to the fore of the rudders, we have the propellers. Again, here is the one, and here is the other. If we've got 2 propellers, like you can see here, we call it a twin screw vessel. If we've got one, we call it a single screw vessel. We've got some lines painted on the aft end here. Those are draft marks, and we use those to get a reference point on just how heavily loaded the vessel may be. You can see we've also got some other lines at this point here. While we're up here, we'll take a look at this strange shape. This thorn-like shape is a bulbous bow. I've never known a part of a ship get so much attention as the bulbous bow. Some people think it's for ramming whales and sharks and getting them out of the way, although I've never really seen a whale that could hold back a 200,000 ton ship anyway. Other people think it's for ramming pirate ships, which is a nice idea. Personally, I'm not a massive friend of pirates. If you've ever been through the Malacca Straits or past the Horn of Africa, pirates are definitely not your friends. But although it could be used for ramming pirate ships, or, as some people believe, for impregnating female ships to make little tugboats, it's actually used to create a wave in front of the vessel, which has the resultant effect of flattening any waves against the hull and reducing drag and thus increasing efficiency. There's a bit more to it than that, but we can discuss that in another video. This item over here is the anchor. There is also an anchor on the opposite side over here. If you want the vessel to remain roughly in the same position and you are in relatively shallow water, you can drop the anchor, and the anchor then will create resistance or drag and stop the vessel just floating off into the distance. Now, there are some people who work on different ships, different vessels, and they would actually not be very happy with what I just said. And these people are called deck officers or deckies. The deckies would not like my example there where I say we just drop the anchor and it sort of holds the boat in position. I'm sure they've got a much more complicated way of explaining it, but that's essentially what we're doing. I wasn't a decky, I was an engineer, and that meant I spent most of my time around this area here, which is roughly where the engine room might be. Deck officers spend most of their time in this area here. This is the bridge, and to the right side of the screen and to the left, you can actually see the flybridge or the bridge wings. The reason the deckies spend so much time on the bridge is because that's where the speed and direction of the vessel is controlled. Because this job is so important, there are usually 2 people on the bridge at all times. With deck officers and engineering officers and crew, there might be around 20 people on this particular ship.
Have you got some idea of this video? Actually, it is about the names of structure part of a ship. What can you see in this picture? Please describe them. Do you have some rough ideas about structure part of a ship? Let me help you. We should study some new words at first. Please look at the new words.
Part 2. Useful words and expressions. Poop. Poop.
Forecastle. Forecastle.
Main deck. Main deck.
Chart room. Chart room.
Engine room. Engine room.
Deck office. Deck office.
Okay, there are several important words we should learn today. Now let's learn this word one by one. Please look at the vocabulary. The first one is the poop. It's a noun. It means the rear part of a ship. The second one is the forecastle. It's a noun. It means a living quarter consisting of a superstructure in the bow of a merchant ship where the crew is the house. The third one is the main deck. It is a noun. It means the uppermost shelter deck that runs the entire length of a vessel. The first one is a chart room. It is a noun. It means a room or deck house for storing and working with chart navigational instrument. The fifth one is the deck office. It is a noun. It means the top part of a ship that forms a room on board where the ship officer can work in it. Okay, we have finished the vocabulary study. Could you speak out the part of ship according to the picture? If you can, don't be worried, because we will learn more words about it in the next period. Let us continue to the dialogue study. Now please listen to the dialogue.
Part 1. Drills. 1. Go to the poop.
Go to the forecastle.
Go to the main deck. 2. Where can I find the master?
On the bridge.
3. Where is the chief officer?
In his cabin.
Where is the chief officer?
In the chart room.
Where is the chief engineer?
In the engine room.
4. Where is the mess room?
Upstairs, please. It's on the second floor.
Where is the readings cabin?
Upstairs, please. It's on the third floor.
Where is the bridge?
Upstairs, please. It's on the fourth floor.
Where is the deck office?
Upstairs, please. It's on the fourth floor.
Okay, now let's get into the part 3, learning through picture. Could you speak out the words according to the picture? Now let's listen to the record.
Learning through pictures. 1. Bridge. Bridge.
2. Chart room. Chart room.
3. Cabin. Cabin.
4. Galley. Galley.
5. Mess room. Mess room.
6. Cargo hold. Cargo hold.
7. Paint locker. Paint locker.
8. Bulbous bow. Bulbous bow.
Okay, that's all for our study today. Now it's time to summary. How about the useful words and expressions we have just studied? Do you remember? Yes, there are 6 important words. The first one is poop. And the second one is a forecastle. Main deck.
Forecastle. Forecastle.
Main deck. Main deck.
Chart room. Chart room.
Engine room. Engine room.
Deck office. Deck office.
Now let's review the dialogue. We have studied several important dialogue. Could you read it? Okay, please read after the record.
Go to the poop.
Go to the forecastle.
Go to the main deck. 2. Where can I find the master?
On the bridge.
3. Where is the chief officer?
In his cabin.
Where is the chief officer?
In the chart room.
Where is the chief engineer?
In the engine room.
4. Where is the mess room?
Upstairs, please. It's on the second floor.
Where is the readings cabin?
Upstairs, please. It's on the third floor.
Where is the bridge?
Upstairs, please. It's on the fourth floor.
Where is the deck office?
Upstairs, please. It's on the fourth floor.
Okay, that's all we have learned today. Thank you so much for this period. See you next time.